You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run,
hello everyone. We're doing a new group and album today, which is always exciting. I think so. Today we are doing the Doors' debut album.
Oh, okay.
Hey, quick note. You may notice in part of this video when I'm talking, my video isn't showing or not matching because my camera was messing up during some of the video. It was working during the actual listening to the songs.
If I listened to nothing but like Tori Amos when you first met me, you should have kept on trucking too. Like nothing but.
I expect that when I meet a woman. Like, I'm not going to like the music. I just go in.
Oh.
When you liked music I liked, I was like, you're the perfect person in the world.
Thank you.
Much music is guy music, and there's definitely girl music. There's some crossover music, but it's mostly one or the other. Some of it's girl music, and some of it's boy music. And now that we live in a inclusive society, it's nobody's music.
Right? It's everybody's music.
I think it's the earliest album we've ever done on this channel. It's released January 4th, 1967. This was considered by many to be one of the greatest debut albums of all time. In fact, by many, it's one of the greatest albums of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And it does appear on my top 25 albums of all time video. If you've never seen it,
Yep,
you might want to check it out. I guess you would consider this psychedelic rock, kind of. You know, it's the Doors, right? So it's no surprise. They're from LA. I think they met in college. We got Jim Morrison on vocals, Ray Manzarek on keyboards, Robbie Krieger on guitars and sometimes bass, and John Densmore on drums. I say sometimes on bass because sometimes the bass line is played by the keyboards, or sometimes he may have recorded as an overdub, or sometimes they'd have a session musician in to do the bass. I believe, like a lot of the bands we've been listening to from back then, a lot of this material was already fine-tuned during their live performances that they were doing before they recorded this album. So, I think this album is pretty much recorded live. I think the only overdubbing on there is maybe some Morrison harmony vocals or double tracking vocals, and maybe some bass overdubbing if Robbie was playing the bass. The album cover is very cool of the times. It's just a cool photo of them.
Good photography goes a long way.
That's true.
Images have to be eye-catching. I mean, they have to grab you.
I mean, it's mostly Jim Morrison on the cover. So we're going to be listening to the whole album. Today, we're going to be listening to, I'll say, the majority of side one, not the whole thing. First, we have Break On Through, which was the first single, which I believe was released with the album at the same time. I don't think it did that well, nor did the album when it first came out. I think it really started getting traction when they released Light My Fire as a single months later, and that's when the album started taking off as well. Supposedly one of the influences on this song, at least the organ bass line part in the beginning, was What Did I Say by Ray Charles. So we love Ray Charles on this channel, of course. Who doesn't love Ray Charles? This is from 1959. Just let's listen to the opening.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, Latin rhythm.
Don't you wish there was like places to go to where you could dance to this music?
Who wouldn't want to dance to this, man?
You're just like bopping around.
Yeah, it's called the 60s. One thing I remember about this song is they edited out him saying hi, so there's going to be sections where he says she gets, and that's it. And you're like, she gets what? So see if you notice that.
What?
She get.
Okay.
Great way to
Charles
open.
plus
You know the
Venture.
day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side. chased our pleasures here, dug our treasures there. But can you still recall the time we cried? Break on through to the other side. Break on through
I love
to
when
the
he kind
other
of screams.
side.
I guess this is sort of like a bossa nova rhythm, would you call it? It seems like something should be there.
It doesn't bother me. Not knowing.
I found an island in your arms, country in your eyes. Arms are chainless, eyes are lined. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through. Oh yeah! Rain to see, week to week, day to day, hour to hour, day to string, deep and wide. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through, break on through, break on through, break on through. Hey, 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 hey.
Huh. Do you want to know what I was imagining while listening
Of course.
to that? So I don't know why I went to this place in my head, but I saw like the perspective of a single grain of rice as it makes its journey through. No kidding. No kidding. It was so epic in my head though, let me tell you. Because
What was she smoking this morning?
think how this grain of rice ends up. Can you guess? There's some artists who can sculpt a single grain of like put a
Oh.
whole city in a grain of rice.
So you're saying you took it out of the ground
Yes.
and then it made
this
into
whole
a...
journey.
You know what's funny? I read somewhere that that's exactly what Jim Morrison was thinking when he wrote the
Sure.
lyrics. Good, strong opening number. Was it short enough for you?
Yep. Perfect length. I think that was a perfect length.
I could see why
to
that
rock
was the
out.
lead single that they wanted to put out because
Yeah.
it's good and it's short and it's good for radio. Next song is called Soul Kitchen. I believe when you look at the songwriting credits to their songs, it's mostly like the whole band. But I believe Morrison did write most of the lyrics. The lyrics he wrote for Soul Kitchen supposedly were a tribute to a soul food restaurant he liked.
Gimme.
Liking the opening riff.
Well, the clock said it's time to close now. I guess I better go now. I really like to stay here all night. The cars crawl past, all stuffed with eyes. Street lights share their hollow glow. Your brain seems bruised with numb surprise. Still one place to go. Still one place to go. Let me sleep all night in your soul kitchen. Warm my mind with your gentle stone. Turn me out in a wonder, baby. Stolen in the neon glow. With your fingers, we quick minaret.
Kitchen's closed. Time to head home, Jim.
And secret alphabet. I light another cigarette. Learn to forget.
Kind of digging the bass line.
Learn to forget. Learn to forget. it's time to close now. I know I have to go now. I really wanna stay here all night, all night, all night.
I dig it. It's a very chill, very mellow song.
It kind of makes you want to know what that restaurant was.
Makes you want to take a nap.
Fans
In a very
who
good
know
way.
in the
a good
comments,
way.
what was the restaurant he liked? Does it still exist?
Probably not.
Probably not. Because it was probably a dive. Sometimes on this channel we do cover songs just to see other people's takes on classic songs. Sometimes you get something good. Sometimes you get something funny. Sometimes you get something nauseating. You know, it's like cover song roulette. This one is a cover of Soul Kitchen by a group called X and came out in 1980. Let's just listen to a little bit of it.
Yay.
Little did they know that their name would then be used as a very large social media platform.
Dun, dun, dun. No, it's automatically.
Okay, it's a punk version.
This is not Soul Kitchen. I mean, unless you cook with Pop-Tarts.
But when it clocks and it's time to close now,
Totally unrecognizable.
I guess I'd better go now. I wouldn't wanna stay here all night. Cars go fast, go stuck with eyes. Streets like
Kinda like Blondie.
Racing through the stuff to ride.
Still one place to go, still one place to
I
go.
do not hate it at all. It's actually unique.
Still has a little Latin flair to it, kind of.
Surprising. That's surprising.
It kind of sounds like Blondie.
Yes. At first, I was like, no.
If somebody made that now, I'd be like,
But it's not
yeah,
punk.
you're just imitating somebody. But, you know, in 1980, that was probably more unique.
It was popular.
I respect it when a band does their own take on something. I guess sometimes I don't understand, like, why did they choose to cover that song? It's kind of weird.
That's the song for us.
Because it's totally unrecognizable. Maybe they like the lyrics. Maybe they like soul food. Maybe I should stop talking about it.
Okay. I think he's just hungry.
The Crystal Ship is next. And although it may seem like it's about drugs, it's not. Supposedly Morrison wrote these lyrics for his first real girlfriend,
Okay.
with whom he was breaking up with at the time, I think.
How did she break up with him?
Before you slip into unconsciousness,
Oh, dang.
like to have another.
It's not about drugs.
She just going night-night.
Flashing chance at bliss, another kiss.
But I can see how you'd make that mistake.
Pretty.
Another kiss. The days are bright and filled with pain. Enclose me in your gentle rain. The time you ran was too insane. We'll meet again. We'll meet again. Oh, tell me where your freedom lies. The streets of
I'm noticing this album has the 60s stereo, where some instruments are here and some instruments are here.
me from reasons why you The crystal ship is being filled. 1,000 girls, 1,000 thrills, a million ways to spend your time. When we get back, I'll drop a line.
You know, if you have a close friendship and they're really deeply passionate about something, it sounds like that. One of those songs. I went to the alien place where, you know, if you do enough psychedelics, you see the universe cracking like an eggshell. And it's glowing like a crystal ship, though. It's made out of crystals.
Last song for today, we have 20th Century Fox.
Okay. They're making fun of it?
I think he was just going for the play on words.
Ow. Did that...
I mean, I know
company, no, slash on
it existed.
Yeah.
Of course it did. Otherwise, why would you write 20th Century Fox? I think the point was...
Creatively.
No, but I think he wanted to do the play on words, obviously.
I would hope. Yeah, because they're from LA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's fashionably lean, and she's fashionably late. She'll never rank a scene, she'll never break a day.
More jazzy drums.
But she's no drag, just watch the way she walks. She's a 20th Century Fox. She's a 20th Century Fox. No cares, no fears, no ruin years, no plots. She's a 20th Century Fox. Oh, yeah. She's a queen of cool, and she's the lady who waits. Sense of mind, let's school. It never hesitates. She won't waste time on elementary talk. 'Cause she's a 20th Century Fox. She's a 20th Century Fox. Got the world locked up inside a plastic box. She's a 20th Century Fox. Oh, yeah. 20th Century Fox. Oh, yeah. 20th Century Fox. She's a 20th Century Fox.
What's the singing with him? You know?
He's doing his own... That's what I was saying earlier. He overdubbed backing
Okay,
vocals.
That's what I thought.
But those weren't even backing vocals. Those were double track vocals. They did do a lot of double track vocals.
Which sounded cool.
You know what I'm noticing? You notice how often at the end of a song, or the song will end with a chord, but he'll be singing it still. Like, it'll just end on a word.
Very stagey.
Right now, I'd like to thank our patrons.
Thanks, patrons.
Thank you, patrons. We couldn't do this channel without you.
And some of our funniest stuff ends up over there, so.
You support us in the best way possible. If you'd like to check out our Patreon, links in the description, and it's free to join. There's some free stuff there.
Yeah.
And of course, we have exclusive videos and other fun there, so come check it out. And we also appreciate your comments and any likes, or if you want to share the video, all that stuff helps, so we really appreciate it. As well as your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, if you like us and would like to see us succeed, please click the little button for us. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and it helps the channel grow, so we appreciate it. And if you'd like to leave us a tip, You can do so with PayPal or with the thanks button in some of our videos. Any donations of $5 or more will be recognized in our next video. Well, that's it for today. We'll finish up side 1 next time. Until then, we hope you have a wonderful time, and we'll see you for that. Take care, everybody. We love you.
Dig it.